was lonelier than Kunta Kinte at a Merle Haggard concert that night. I strode on into Uncle Limpy's Hump Palace looking for love. It had been a while. In fact, 365 had come and went since that midnight run hauling hog the shaky town on I-10. I'd picked up this hitchhiker that was sweating gallons for a pair of Daisy Dukes cutoffs and one of those Fruity Loom tank tops. Well, that night I lost myself to ruby red lips, milky white skin, and baby blue eyes. The name was Russell. So lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Well, I find it's quite a thrill when she grinds me against her will. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Well, faster than you can say shallow grave, this pretty little thing come up to me and starts kneading my balls like hard-boiled eggs in a tube sock. Said her name was Bambi, and I said, well, that's a coincidence, darling, cause I was just thinking about skinning you like a deer. And, well, she smiled, had about as much teeth as a jack-o'-lantern. And I went on to tell her how I would wear a face like a mask as I do my little cookie dance. And then she told me to shush. I guess she could sense my desperation, cause it's hard to hide a hard-on when you're dressed like Minnie Pearl. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper is crying. Well, I find it's quite a thrill when she grinds me against her will. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. So Bambi's going on about how she can make all my fantasies come true. So I say, even this one I have where Jesus Christ is Jack Hammer and Mickey Mouse in the doodoo hole with a lawn dart as Gregarth Brooks gives birth to something resembling a cheddar cheese log with almonds on Santa Claus's tummy tum. Well, 10 beers, 20 minutes, and $30 later, I'm in the parking lot, parking the beef bus in Tuna Town, if you know what I mean. Got the nailer back in her trailer. That rhymes. I have to admit it was even more of a turn-on when I found out she was doing me to buy baby formula. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. Well, I find it's quite a thrill when she grinds me against her will. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. And I'm not the barmaid butcher. Day or so had passed when I popped the clutch, gave the tranny a spin and slid it into stinky pinky gulp and guzzle big rig snooze to stop. There I was browsing through the latest issue of Throb when I saw Bambi staring at me from the back of a milk carton. Well, my heart just dropped. So I decided to do what any good Christian would do, and you can imagine how difficult it is to hold a half-gallon of moo juice and polish the one-eyed gopher when you're doing 75 in an 18-wheeler. I never thought missing children could be so sexy. Did I say that out loud? Whoops. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. Well, I find it's quite a thrill when she grinds me against her will. Yes, a lap dance is so much better when the stripper's crying. Well, I had to go on about that. I never saw Bambi again, but I did see her on a few dozen more milk cartons on the road. I went down to Uncle Limpy's big puss palace, and there I saw an old hag resembling her about 30 years later. She had the same little tattoo that Bambi had right above her groin saying nymphomaniac. Well, $30 later, and I got the nailer again. Fun on the road there, boys. Fun on the road.